Do you know what Sarpy County has to offer? It's time for another Sarpy County Spotlight.
And this week we're talking about weddings. If you're looking for a place to say I do or celebrate afterward, Embassy Suites Omaha La Vista should be on your radar.
Catering managers Haley Abbott and Cameron Kroll are here to explain why.
Nice
Good
to meet
morning.
you. Welcome.
Yeah, some nice honors in terms of
Huge.
weddings. So why should people consider Embassy Suites, and what type of events can you cater to?
Well, we are an amazing facility, so that is why they should consider us. But we have over 60,000 square feet of space, so we can break down that space into a multitude of different fashions. We can host events from as small as 2 to 5 people to
Like
up
this
to
one,
1,000
this picture,
plus.
this looks
That's
big.
huge.
Yes,
That
so that was a wedding we actually hosted this past February. It was for about 750 people.
Wow.
They used our entire Windsor ballroom. And what they did is they split it up so that they had their dinner function in a portion of it, and then they had that curtain that you see there that did more of a grand reveal into their dancing area. So they had a lot of fun with how they used the space.
How versatile, though, that you're able to add some of those features and then take them away and sort of
Definitely.
choreograph an entire evening instead of having to move everybody
Exactly.
from one venue to
Yes.
another.
Yes, we can host a ceremony and a reception at the same day and still have it in different rooms so that the bride and groom don't have to worry about having to find a place for their guest while they're in between the ceremony and reception. They can walk straight from the ceremony over to the reception.
What trends are you seeing right now? I know you're on top of it, and sometimes brides have their own ideas, and sometimes they're relying on your expertise. In terms of trends, what's big?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's definitely a combination of both, like you said. Obviously, people are still doing photo booths. There's the companies that bring the photo booths in, but then there's a lot of do-it-yourself photo booths that we'll see as well. We'll see big candy bars where people bring an assortment of colors and types and kind of help match their wedding colors. We see a lot of uplighting that we can do around the space that also helps bring in a lot of wedding
do that.
colors.
The bride doesn't have to coordinate and say, I
Right.
want a lighting effect around. Look at that.
Yeah,
Now,
we
that's
can
just
help them
cool.
do that. Yep, and that would be like an assorted dessert display using that uplit station.
The
as
lighting,
well.
that's one of those trends that I didn't, because I got married about 5 years ago. It wasn't as big, but the lighting is such a huge factor in some of these events.
And it makes such a difference in terms of the feeling.
And it creates a really nice wow factor for guests as well.
When you talk about the dinners, because a lot of these weddings, it's the reception, you have the big dinner. What type of dinners are you seeing?
Well, we have a wide variety of options. Our chefs have created an amazing menu for our location. So we're able to offer that traditional plated or buffet option. With plated, we offer both single protein, which is one meat on the plate, things like chicken, beef, pork, fish, or we also do dual protein plates where it would be an Omaha steak filet paired up with the bride and groom's second choice of meat. But we also have something more along the lines of a heavy hors d'oeuvre meal, which is something you don't see as often, but it's really fun. It's more of an interactive evening for the guests. So they can go up, mingle, move around the entire room. There's different stations. Some of them have what we call it's an action station where there'll be a chef attendant there to assist with making that portion. We have themed stations like our retro mini, which has an assortment of sliders, or a backyard barbecue with the mini hot dogs and mini pork sliders. And then we can have our servers passing around butler passed hors d'oeuvres. So it's a lot more interactive spin, and it allows the brides and grooms to really put their own personal twist on how they want their meal to
When
be
it's
presented.
your wedding day, you want it to feel like you. You don't want it to feel like a wedding somebody went to a few months back. You know, you want it to be personal.
I call it the rubber chicken reception. Because sometimes you go to these weddings, it's just a chicken rest right there.
But not with
so
you.
many options.
And is that one of the reasons? I mean, you're going through all of these things that make you special. Is that why you ended up on this list of best wedding venues? I mean, that's a huge honor.
Well, that's what we're thinking. I mean, we hope that's the reason, but we have a great staff and, like I said, great chefs, so we're able to really make it a special evening for the brides and grooms.
What's the most popular season right now? I mean, it's still...
We were both married in May.
I was in
So,
May.
yeah, right.
But is that still June? Is that kind of one of the big months, or what do you see?
Not
to each
really.
other. I want to clarify to other people. Yeah, go ahead.
No, I would say summer is definitely not the typical time now.
I was going to say, honestly, there's not really a season anymore. It's year-round. Our most popular time of year so far has actually been spring and fall. We've seen a lot of weddings in the spring, and then we have a lot more on the books for the fall, but our summer's been, you know, a little bit slower. So.
And days of the week, to me, that seems like even that's starting to vary. As I get invitations, it's not always on a Saturday.
Exactly. Saturdays are definitely still the most popular, but Fridays and Sundays are also becoming more viable options, and especially on holiday weekends like Memorial Day or Labor Day.
I was going to say on Husker game days, if you're trying to avoid a Saturday in the fall, you might go that route.
Right. Right, yeah.
Yes.
Labor Day, Memorial Day, and somebody, I know of a 4th of July wedding that's coming up. So a lot of people are doing kind of holidays.
How far in advance would you recommend somebody, listen, you pop the question, you say yes, at what point should you start planning to really start to reserve the space and start to tailor the event?
Sure, you definitely want to plan that right away. We will book as far as 18 months out in advance. Typically, you see a lot of people kind of planning the 1 year out. That's kind of the normal time, but we'll do up to 18 months in advance. So,
and a special offer that I want to make sure we share with our viewers. Would you walk us through sort of these conditions so that they can take advantage of the savings here?
Right, so in 2015 we are offering 15% off of our revenue minimums for a June, July, August wedding. So if you are looking to book sometime in the summer, we will offer that discount. And then on Fridays we'll actually offer that uplit complimentary station.
Nice.
You can use it as a candy bar, as a beverage bar, as an assorted dessert display, and we saw that picture earlier, so that's a great opportunity to kind of take advantage of having that day other than a Saturday.
We don't have much time. Can I ask a question? What's a revenue minimum? It's been a long time since I've been involved in wedding planning.
Basically, any money that you spend on food, beverage, uplighting, any of those extra elements, that all just goes towards your revenue minimum. So it's just a minimum to spend in that space that evening.
Okay.
And the phone number is 331-7400. Call and ask for Haley or Cameron. They'll be happy to assist you and create truly the most special day of your life, ladies. It's nice to have you here.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, and a happy 4th.
Happy 4th to you too.
Great to see you guys.
Keep an eye out for our next Sarpy County Spotlight. Look for more places to visit at GoSarpy.com.
Still